Hello there. So I'm going to update the video I made before about the Invigoration Achievements with doing CHIMPS on Rake. Same strategy, but they changed how the upgrades work, so I figured I better update the video. So as you can see, we're using Pat Fusty as our hero, Rake on CHIMPS. And so this is basically the Grandmaster Ninja modified strategy. Place a sub here. What we want is line the outside with the outside edge over here, like so, and it's about as far down as you can. Not super tight or perfect or anything. We're gonna put him on strong. And then we're gonna use two dart monkeys, one here, just sort of place them so you can see up, left, and down. And we're going to turn off auto start to begin. And if you do it right, he's going to take care of all the greens and leave a few to clean up. Then we're going to place a second dart just to make things simple and easy. You don't need another dart if you can place the sub and the first dart here perfect, but two darts is fine. So if you had one dart, you could place your future Grandmaster right here in the corner, but we don't, so we have to play round 9. Since he's on strong, he takes care of, breaks down all the greens for us, and then the two darts take care of any of the blues. Okay, with the Grandmaster, it is not a pixel perfect placement, but it's pretty close. You need to get him in the corner, so as far to the right and as far down as possible. Okay, and we'll know later on if we've placed him correctly after round 40. However, if you do screw up the placement of the Grandmaster and the one particular Shinobi, there's a backup plan. And so what they changed is they got rid of the range from Ninja Discipline, put in non-seeking shurikens. So you have to get seeking shurikens for your upgrade. And as long as this one has a little bit of overhang into the corner here, it probably is good enough. But again, we'll find out after 40. After we get sharp shurikens, we can turn on auto start and go from here. So one of the things that makes Rake so hard is this lane, and this lane sort of hit the major intersections at different times. So there's weird targeting dynamics that go on, so it makes it really hard. So level 17, we can place Pat. We're going to place him on 18 because we don't have auto start on.
Happy birthday!
And I do so man Pat because he's the coolest.
Awesome!
Because he gives love to balloons with his hug and is not angry, unlike the other Pat skins.
Frosty!
Get double shot on the ninja. And what I like about this is we're also going to eliminate the potential RNG from Alchemist and Pat on 28. And we're going to get twin guns, barb darts, and we're going to get heap tip darts on the sub. Since he's on strong, he's going to break down all our lead balloons until 59.
Frosty!
And we don't have to rely on Pat on busting open the leads or the Alchemist buffing the ninja. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to get 2970 for the ninja. Since we don't have the Alchemist out, we go straight to Bloonjistsu. And now notice we're going to have that for round 33.
Cool.
Not like you ever had trouble with round 33, but it's pretty satisfying. Just one throw of the shurikens takes care of the yellows. Now we're going to get our Alchemist out. So we want to place him as far down and to the right as possible. Okay, so he's next to the future Grandmaster, and get him up to a 300. Get caltrops on your on the future Grandmaster. Now 36. If you want to feel safe, roar the first wave on 36 and just eliminate any RNG. But I'm going to do as few abilities as possible, just to make things. So we're going to get a village. Notice here I'm placing it in the red, and then I'm going to pick it up and pull it over.
Awesome.
Okay. And we're going to get bigger radius jungle drums for the Moab. And we're going to get ballistic missile on the sub.
Get them.
Make sure to roar beforehand so you don't lose a pad attack. Okay, next we're going to squeeze a ninja in here. This is KK's idea to the strategy. And we're going to get a flash bomb. Eventually. On 43 and ninja discipline. And now 59 is not a headache that with Alchemist RNG with the camo LEDs. Okay, so here's the key shinobi placement. And if you screw this up, it's not that big a deal because you can change how you go. So you want to get him, again, as pixel perfect as possible. And now for range, we have to get Seeking Shurikens. Okay.
Cool.
It worked out, so we're good. Now we're going to get some Shinobis around him, buffing our two boys. Should get 2. Yep, we're good. This one usually needs the extra range. See, we're still at 2 Shinobi buffs, so we have to give him extra range with Seeking Shurikens now after the change. So we're at 3. We're going to get 2 up here. These 2, you want to make sure it's in the village range. And this first one as far to the right as possible.
Let's get the big one. Good riddance.
Notice we're at 4 for 4. And then how are you going to fit the one in here? Might have to go a little bit up. So we have to get extra range on him. That's a bummer. But whatever. So we're 5. And notice this guy's at ×4. This guy's ×5. So this guy's throwing flash bombs all over the place. Okay. Nope. So before 55, get stronger stimulant faster. Throwing on the Alchemist. And we're going to place a whole bunch down here.
Prosticated.
So you want to get this guy as close to the other Shinobi as possible to the right and as far up.
Let's get the big one.
7. So we're going to have 13 by round 69, or 63, sorry. And if you've done everything right, you can fit 4 in here. This one, you might have to get extra range. But as you can see, we have 9, and he's times 9 buffed, and there's no range.
Yes.
So we're good. Okay, so next one down here, you want to make sure he's as far right as possible, but still in the village range. And times 10.
Don't be scared.
Times 11. And with Pat, the BFB is no big deal. You don't even need a roar. And we're going to sneak a 13th in right.
Awesome. Let's get the big one.
This guy usually needs the range buff. But this time we're replacing big, compact enough, so we're good. We're going to have the number 13 right here. That looked a little scary, but I've never, ever lost in the first 2 waves of 63. Let's see. You didn't even need a roar for the 3rd wave.
Frosticated.
So we're at 14. This guy you want to get over. He's in patch roar range. That's a bonus.
Don't be scared.
Again, if you don't have all 13 Shinobis out by round 63, just make sure you have auto start off for 63. And make sure you have them all up. And then you can roar the 3rd wave.
Frosticated.
So we have 3 right here. We're gonna place 1 up here up top. Should be in the
Good
potion
riddance.
range. That's a good indicator that he's close enough to buff the future Grandmaster. So we're at 16. So we're gonna be placing 3 more. Each one as far to the left and up as possible. Okay.
Cool. Let's get the big one.
Okay. So if you'd screwed up this Shinobi right here, you could place another one in here and a village.
Good riddance.
If I can find it. There we go.
Don't be scared.
Village right here buffing this guy, and 1 right here, and you get a 20 times buff if you need to. But 17, 18, and 19. And we have our 19 times buffed future Grandmaster. And we're kind of gonna chill till round 80. Now you might be like, wait a minute, don't you need 20 times buff? Yes, 20 would be the most. But we really only have room for 19 with this guy right here not being a Shinobi. And again, he's just... He, like Pat, is just a staller, so the Grandmaster can start...
Don't be scared. Let's get the big one.
Going to town on things. So 75 is usually a difficult round, but with a 19 timed buff, Bloonjistsu, it's get shredded. With Pat and the 7 Shinobi buffed Flash Bomb, not things get stunned and the Bloonjistsu takes it out. 78. Again, with all that stunnage and distractions, they didn't even really get to the intersection. So sometimes what we might think of as a dangerous round, not dangerous at all.
Good riddance. Cool.
So for round 80,
We need a lot of snowballs.
Bloonjistsu struggle with a ZOMG, so you're just gonna have to Pat hug it.
I like warm hugs.
Pat starts slapping, hug it, and he'll give the balloon
Don't be scared.
a warm hug of love, and it will get destroyed. So
Good riddance.
that's kind of why Pat is often better with the Grandmaster strategy, is because you don't have to get Grandmaster before 80. If you do the open Grandmaster strat, like on Underground, you need to make sure you have your Grandmaster before round 80 for the ZMG.
Good riddance.
Whereas Pat can hug the ZOMG and you don't have to worry about it. In round 83, we will get Grandmaster Ninja.
Let's get the big one.
And now we have Grandmaster. We're going to get MIB.
Snowtastic. We need a lot of snowballs.
And see, with Grandmaster, he can take care of normal ZOMGs now.
Don't be scared.
So we get MIB, even though we don't need it right now first, we just get it to make sure we have it for the DDTs before we get anything else. One time I forgot to get it before round 90, and I got other things. Fortunately, what we're going to do next was enough. So now what we're going to do is get Sticky Bomb.
Let's get the big one.
On this Flash Bomb. So now we have Sticky Bomb. So he's going to help break down the bigger Moabs. And now, in the MIB range, but not the Alchemist range,
let's get the big one.
I'm going to put as tall up as we can, and usually
Don't be scared.
in line with this path down here. And we're going to get him up to Relentless Glue. But first we'll get Moab Glue and bigger globs. And just keeping them on
Don't
first
be
is
scared.
fine. Notice DDTs go off without a hitch. And when we get Relentless Glue, it's really going to be pretty simple. And glue splatter, that way he can splatter
We
the
need
top
a
as well.
lot of snowballs. Frosty! Don't be scared.
So here,
Don't be scared.
the question is, what do you do to help ensure 98, 99, and 100? Well, Relentless Glue is basically going to
Good
guarantee
riddance.
with the Flash Bomb.
We need a lot
Sticky
of
Bomb.
snowballs.
the Relentless Glue plus the Flash Bomb is going to win 99 for us. I've never ever lost a 99 with these two.
Good riddance.
And I've done this like well over a dozen times at this point with the Relentless Glue change. So you might think, okay, get an Overclock for the huge attack speed boost.
Let's get the big one.
And that's what a lot of people do. But I like with the new buff to Call to Arms is get Call to Arms. Because even though it's not as much attack speed, it's 50% versus 66% with Overclock. The point is Call to Arms is going to buff the Flash Bomb and Pat as well at the same time. And give the Grandmaster 50% more Pierce. And so 98 gets obliterated with that extra Pierce. And the Flash Bomb throwing it faster. So 97 is our next ability. Slam the number 2 button for Pat hugging.
Rusticated. Like warm hugs. Snow-tastic. Don't be scared. We need a lot of snowballs.
So on 98, when the Grandmaster starts attacking ZOMGs,
get them.
Pat Roar, then Call to Arms. And it's gonna annihilate this round.
Let's get the big one.
Get first strike.
Don't be scared.
It might look a little scary with the...
We need a lot of snowballs.
Fortified DDTs, but it's fine. Just first strike at the beginning. When Grandmaster starts attacking, same thing. Pat Roar. And then Call to Arms.
Good riddance.
And you get Rake, which is one of the harder intermediates, down, and you get the Invigoration Achievement as well. So, and you can see, as usual, the Grandmaster does about 1.7 million of the 2.04 million pops. Thank you and goodbye.